name's Monique, and during these strange and uncertain times, we're taking some initiative to bring to you some mindful movement and yoga. So, if you are finding yourself in this moment to be in lockdown or preparing to be in isolation, then there's no need to stop your movement regime, your daily exercise. Perhaps it's even more reason to take this time now that you have been in isolation to come back to the body and take some time to drop in and tune in whilst we are actually in this together. So I just wanted to bring to you a 30-minute practice today, which you can do as a 1-hour practice and just repeat it, or you can do as a 30-minute practice. To start off with, I thought we might come back to the body, center ourselves, and just see what's going on for us emotionally, also physically in the body. As undoubtedly you, like myself and my family, and along with everyone else that we know, close families and friends who are dealing with the virus situation at the moment, things have become uncertain, unclear, and stressful. And in times of stress, this is the time, more than any time, that we really need to be able to touch down and find some clarity so that we can make clear and purposeful, meaningful decisions that are good for ourselves and good for our wider community as well, to make sure that we keep people safe, our families safe, and think about our society as a whole. So namaste, thank you so much for joining me. Let's take some time to settle in. You have a choice to bring in your props today. So if you're joining me on a regular basis, I'll be doing some classes and posting them frequently on Facebook. So make sure that you have your props, your mat, a cushion. If you don't have a mat, a towel will do or suffice at home. A cushion, a blanket is really useful depending on what the weather's doing for you, but it'll also give you some nice cushioning for your bottom. And you can sit in it whatever way is comfortable for you. For me today it's cross-legged. For you it might be an open cross-legged position, or perhaps even your legs out extended if you find that that's a little bit tight for the hips. And take a moment here to find the center. So grounding down into your sit bones, just drawing your head back in line with your shoulders and taking your shoulders up to your ears, because there's always a fair bit of tension in the shoulders. And take a big exhale, let your shoulders relax, and then a nice big inhale again. Shoulders squeezing the ears, and purposefully let it go. And take one more of these. Inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, see if you can let go of any remaining tension in the shoulders. Coming back and just hovering your upper body, your upper torso, back over your hip space as best as you can, letting the chin soften towards the throat. And take a slow inhale, moving the head over towards the right shoulder. And finding your own breath patterns here. It doesn't matter if you inhale when I'm saying exhale or vice versa, as long as you breathe. As you take your head down to your right shoulder, notice if there's any tension or tightness here in the shoulders. And let the shoulders release again. And then coming back to center, very gently bringing the head back over, and explore the other side, the opposite side. Noticing here if there's any tightness or tension, perhaps maybe some restriction on this side, or maybe more ease. Drop your chin down when you're ready and explore here, taking a moment to see what's here for you now, feeling the sensations. And then coming back again to your center as you draw your head back in line with the center line down to the tailbone. We're going to flip our palms up towards the sky, draw our shoulders back up again to the ears. Exhale, smooth and soften the shoulders away from the ears, and then move the arms out nice and wide to the right and left side of the body. Laterally, taking the arms up, and as you draw the arms up, I'm going to take a nice big reach up towards the sky and see if you can stretch all the way from the center of your body, feeling the stretch from the hips all the way to your pinky tips, to your fingertips. And then exhale, draw the arms down like stop signs, elbows bending, and then nod your chin down towards your chest and feel if there's any remaining tension across the length of the shoulders. And then see if you can resist and push your arms, your elbows back, and feel the resistance. So really resist, push back until you feel the muscles bulging through the upper areas of the arms, through the deltoids, and squeeze your arms, squeeze your armpits, and really strengthen the muscles here as if you're squeezing your muscles on. Then moving the arms forward, see if we can move the arms forward and then stretch across the mid-back. And then really find a bit of a hunch, drop your chin down again and squeeze here. And then again, in your own time, move back and feel like you're resisting back into the back, mid-back muscles. Really squeeze the armpits on. And then drop through. Find a small hunch through the upper shoulders, upper back, and squeeze and stretch over the upper shoulders across the upper back. And then one last time, squeezing it back, really moving back into those shoulders, into the backs of the arms, dropping the elbows down, squeezing, strengthening. And this time find a tightening. So grip down through your fingers, fingers down into the palms of the hands, and make tight fists so you can really feel the muscles switch on. And on your inhale, come forward again and really stretch out across the mid-back. Drop your chin down towards your chest. On the inhale, find again the length of the spine and see if you could crisscross your arms in front of you. And then just allow your arms to drop forward. Allow yourself to surrender in towards the fold. Just allowing and unraveling a sense of letting go into this space. Letting go of any effort and just finding a sense of ease. Perhaps feeling a bit of edginess across the arms. Perhaps some tightness here, residual tightness. And just breathe into your pose. Just allowing everything here to unfold. There's no right or wrong. And on your next inhale, slowly rise up into the length of the spine again and crisscross over in the opposite direction. So finding your way into your body. As I said, there's no right or wrong. If your arms don't crisscross or do a double bind, it could be one bind, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be two. Just allowing your body to do what it needs to do. And if you wish, you can bow and fold forward, allowing yourself to drop in. Noticing what's here for you now. Stopping and pausing, tuning in. Again, slowly unraveling, and as you let go of the arms and let go of any tightness, tension there, slowly moving the arms towards the back of your body. And if you can, interlace your fingers. If not, reaching towards those fingers and then just seeing if you can open through your front chest, reaching the arms back behind you. Doing what you can here. And then very slowly tilt your chin towards the sky, stretching and lengthening, squeezing and stretching your throat. 5 full inhales and exhales, or just stopping and pausing here, noticing the sensations, seeing what it feels like through the throat, through the mid-back, the lower back, what it feels like to drop your head back. very gently coming back to your center. As you come back to your center, see if we can move over towards a twist. It doesn't matter if it's your left or right. Starting off with one side, letting your shoulders release and noticing what it's like to twist, feeling the length, the stretch across the spine, the muscles, the fascia, and noticing what it feels like through those bony aspects of the spine as we move across the vertebra. And then slowly walk your way back across to center and stretch it out, twist it out, over to the opposite side. One side might be different to the other, just taking it easy, moving gently, moving across the vertebra, letting the front chest open, the shoulders ease, and feeling the navel slowly moving around to meet the side of the body, to feel the twist through the muscular and the sinewy aspects of the body, the center of the body. And then slowly as we bring it back again to center, we're going to come forward onto all hands and knees. And as we do so, drop back onto your mat and come into standing on both hands and knees. And if you do have any wrist issues or if you feel that it's a little bit intense, you can use your blanket here to ease some of the tension and just take the edge of the palms of the hands, fingertips dropping down towards the earth. And just take a slight wiggle through the body, moving from left to right. And seeing if there's any clickiness or any sensations of feeling stuck through the hips, we can slowly start to move through the hips. So just wandering through the hips as if you're walking with the knees firmly planted on the ground. Just lifting and sliding and gliding through those bony aspects of the hips. And it doesn't matter what you do with the head, just do whatever feels good. Take 5 breaths here, moving and shifting through the lower base of the spine. Letting the upper torso be led by the lower movement. You can even lift up through the mid-back, through the shoulders, whatever feels good to release any tightness, any resistance through the spine and start to really floss the spine here. Just finding your breath. Even might feel like shifting through the shoulders, rolling gently through the spine. And then as we come back to our center, just find our way down into forearms. And as we find our way down into forearms, just dropping back a little bit in towards the knees, letting the hips release and relax here as best as we can. Some people like to clasp their hands. Some people like and prefer to have their hands out further, so whatever feels right for you today. We're going to drop down our chin towards our chest and rise up as if we're doing what's known in yoga a cat-cow. So we're just feeling a rise through the center body. We're pressing our front chest to our back chest and lifting up through the spine, letting our toes flatten down onto the earth, and then slowly as you exhale, or you might be inhaling here, whatever is right for you, letting the spine move in the opposite direction, tailbone lifting towards the sky, and then opening through the front chest and throat again. And then taking another inhale, if that feels right for you, and slowly rising up again, chin towards the chest, rising, feeling the spine flossing, and then slowly shifting your weight through the body, kicking the sit bones up, flossing the spine, opening in the opposite direction. Let's do that a few more times in your own pace, rising and falling. Allowing yourself to come back to your body, noticing what sensations are here. If your mind's been really active and busy, perhaps you might anchor back to the body here to give yourself a little break from all the thoughts, the doing, the remembering, the worrying, the thinking, and just simply be here with your breath and body if you can. Just noticing what it feels like to be here, what it feels like to be with your moving body. And then coming back to your centre, and as you come back to the centre, walking your hands up very gently again and dropping your knees. Perhaps you might need to bolster your knees up or soften the knees, placing them on the blanket so you've got particularly hard fall. I'm going to come up and then sit back towards our heels, and if that doesn't feel comfortable for you today, you might just wish to pop a pillow underneath your sit bones, and this might be a better option for you. So from here, we're just going to do a little bit of movement with the arms. So with our fingers here, moving the fingers and the hands forward and doing some joint release. So we're just going to feel like we're playing the piano and just wiggling through the fingers. Doesn't matter how you do it again, but just noticing what it feels like to move the joints. And then from here, lifting up through the wrists and popping, flicking the palms down as if we're just flicking the wrists up and down, feeling the movement through the joints. Taking your time, being patient with your body and your breath. And then from here, taking the palms to the tops of the shoulders and the elbows bent. We're just going to roll through the shoulders and take 5 circular motions as if we're drawing with our elbows, nice big circles. And just allowing all that sensation to bubble up in our eyes and feel what we're feeling. Letting go of the tightness and tension through the breath, easing, releasing. 2 more times. Just massaging your shoulders here. And last time. And then slowly letting the arms float back down. Opening the palms out to your side. And just slowly easing the arms right down by your side again. From here, placing the hands into the small of your back. And if you're getting tired sitting on the cushion, you want a bit of relief, from here you can lift up. And from here, press your front hip bones forward, squeezing the tops of your thighs on, so feeling a bit of strength here. And then slowly moving back into a gentle arch. Head can stay just in line with the neck and shoulders. Or if you're used to bringing your head back, then feel free to open through the throat and drop your head back. Making an arch with your spine, but very strong, active front thighs, bottom muscles are strong and on. And then slowly allowing your whole body to sink right back down to the earth again. And this time, floating your arms forward, bowing towards the earth, palms facing forward, forehead to the ground. Wiggle it out, softening down to the earth, and taking 5 conscious breaths here. And if that doesn't feel right for you to focus on the breath, then just placing your forehead on the ground and just coming back to simply being with the body, noticing the sensations. If you're joining me for the breath and taking an inhale here, and an exhale, letting it all go, breathing down into the earth, and an inhale here, floating all the way to the top, and a falling out breath, slowly easing and sinking. And 3 more like this in your own time. into your elbows and forearms and rolling all the way up into a neutral position, standing on all fours. Wiggling out the hips perhaps and removing any props if they're there for the moment. And from here, standing on your right leg and just dropping your right knee into the center line of the body for more stability. See if you can wiggle your shoulders away from your ears and really feel like you're lifting and hugging your front rib cage to your spine so that you've got strength and a feeling of sensation of strengthening through the center body. Remember the props, you can use the blanket here to prop up if you feel like you're dumping a lot into the wrists, so that will help with that. And as we come into our next position, see if we can float our left leg up towards the sky. Let our toes flick down towards the earth so we feel like we're activating our calves. From our kneecaps up to our top thighs, our bottom muscles are working. Shoulders releasing, and if it's right for you, just hover the leg out towards the left side or the right side, whichever leg you're on. And hold and squeeze, and then slowly drop it back for a little bit of strength, but keep really focusing on this center area where you're squeezing the core and hugging the muscles, feeling like you're strengthening through that center line. And then bending into the left knee, and then slow kick of the heel up towards the sky. And then slowly extending the left leg or the right leg out again. And this time I'm going to drop our toe across the body over to the opposite side. Big stretch. And even look over towards that toe. So I'm going to look over towards the opposite side of the body and feel that stretch. And then coming back with your eye gaze to the center of the mat again, dropping your leg back into line with the body and reassess where you are at with your core, coming back into the body, coming out of the mind, and just seeing what your body needs in order to do to strengthen and stabilize. Squeezing the muscles of the right bottom on, squeezing the muscles of the left bottom on, dropping your shoulders away, just feel like your eye gaze is dripping down towards the ground, and then slowly hover the right or the left leg in, depending on where you started. Wiggle it out, and then maybe you want to come off the hands, give yourself a little bit of a break, and then coming back again. Resetting the body, reassessing again, if you're in your head or in your body, being mindful of that always. And then dropping that opposite leg, the other leg now, into the center line of the body and hovering the opposite leg up. Toes facing down, so we activate the muscles on the right leg. We activate the muscles, the upper thighs, the bottom muscles of both legs. Keep strong and active through your core. And if it's right for you, if it's possible, you might bend the knee if you need less, or you could take that leg out. It's quite an anchor, it's quite a lever here. If it feels quite strong, then you can always bend the knee if it's too much, or take it out of the equation completely. Holding here, finding the strength, knowing your discomfort, knowing when it becomes unpleasant, choosing whether to stay here and work with it, but if it feels risky, to slowly move back. Always assessing the body and listening to the body. Reassess, strengthen through the core, bend through the knee, and squeeze that heel up towards the sky. Bottom muscles active, really nice and strong. Reassessing, take the right leg or the left leg out, lengthening, and cross it over to the opposite side of the body, if it's possible. Leaving out what's not right for you today. And then if it's right for you, take a little peek over and feel that stretch all the way down the lateral side of the body. Take a couple more breaths here. Listening, feeling, sensing through the body. And then slowly coming back, only ever doing what your body is happy to do. Every day is different. Extending and then slowly coming back And now from here, I'm just going to slowly flip it back over into a seated position. And as we do so, come back to your seat. Take a moment here to pause and feel the effects of this 20-minute, 30-minute practice. Shake out the hands, shake out the body. Nod yes, no. Just let the arms relax, fingers relax. And then take some little twists, left to right, left to right. And then come back to your centre, slowly slowing down all the movement throughout the body. Taking a moment to pause here and come back to the present moment with the body and the breath, and just meeting the mind and the body again. Opening your awareness to any sensations that might be arising. You might feel some heat or some tingling. If you don't feel anything in particular, that's fine as well, feeling neutral. Just noticing what's here for you now. As we bring the breath back down into the body, the breath just slowly easing. Perhaps noticing what is your anchor here. Perhaps you'll be anchoring to the sounds that are in the room. Maybe for you today, just happy to anchor to the breath, being with the breath as it moves as one with the body, inhaling and exhaling. Or perhaps for you, the anchor is just noticing what it feels like to sense the connection of the sit bones grounding down into the earth. That's what that's like for you. And for the next 5 minutes, allow yourself to either stay in this seated position, or perhaps you'd like to come down to the mat and lie down with a blanket and a pillow into what we call Shavasana, which is the final pose to allow yourself to fully immerse in stillness. So choosing whatever is best for you to stay as you are, or to cover yourself with a blanket and come down to a comfortable lying position. And take these next few moments just for you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.